Hey everybody, out walking again in my little bit of me time that I get that's not before bedtime, kids' bedtimes anyway. Um, so anyway, I'm not gonna make this real long, but I did want to talk about how I equate weight blindness with being in the fog if you come from an emotionally toxic uh, or dysfunctional family system. So like, I'll define weight blindness. Weight blindness is when you you don't realize either how big or how small you look. Whereas like you hear people tell those stories, man, I got on a weight loss journey because I was looking back at selfies of me and came across one and was like, whoa, I didn't know I looked like that. And you have like a moment of clarity where you're like, dang, I didn't realize maybe I need to, hit some sit-ups or whatever. Or inversely, I find that I have this problem a lot now that I've lost a good deal of weight, approaching approaching 70, not quite there, but approaching. Oh, how do you call it? Now, sometimes I don't realize how small I've gotten. Whereas I'll go to reach for a larger size that I've worn for years, and now I'm swimming in it. And I'm looking at my body like, well, it feels the same way to me. And I'm like, well, it don't fit the same way in this shirt. So that's like a quick version of weight blindness. Some people call it change blindness. There's also another version, or like the equivalency of being in the fog, is that you don't see the toxicity that is your family because you've been in it for so long. You don't see that it's grandma does comment on every girl that you bring around and this, and that. Or your mom says this or that every time you do this, accomplish something, a work accomplishment. Nobody knows how to be happy for you. You meet somebody nice. Nobody knows how to be happy for you. Sorry, I got watching planes and stuff in the sky. All this stuff going on. I'd be looking. But anyway, um, so anyway, you can be in a toxic family situation, be thinking everything is cool. These are your riders, these are your soldiers. And in the toxic environment, yeah, that might very well be true. But then when you start to, like, in the same version, in the same manner of which, when you start to lose the weight, you realize how big you really were. When you heal or start to heal from your toxic family situation, you start to realize how much stuff you put up with, how much crap you took. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to realize, like, dang, I really was like in an unhealthy situation. I let my family dictate my situation and tell me this, tell me that, decide this, decide that, ruin this, ruin that, push me into this and that I didn't want. Whatever your story is, you fill in your own blank. But that stuff happens, man. Even down to people when you have your kids and what you do with your kids, and grandma get all this say, and if they don't, it's a guilt party. Like, come on, bro. But it's only once you get away from that you realize, like, huh, this ain't it. This was never it. This wasn't healthy. This was never healthy. I shouldn't have been here. Just like if you lose a couple of pounds, you're trying to do your thing the right way, you realize, like, dang, I might have been cute at whatever your starting weight was, but maybe I shouldn't have been that size. Or maybe I wasn't cute, and I definitely shouldn't have been that size, whatever your particular testimony is. But that's it. I'm not going to belabor the point. I just see some similarities in those two. So if you are, struggling to lose down some weight, or if you're going on and your estrangement healing, and I often find the two are very closely linked. Weight problems, either way, and dysfunctional family kind of dynamic things, I find those typically go hand in hand. But, you know, they are linked. I do think there's parallels between the two for sure. You do your own research. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Happy Wednesday.